Hi, I'm Vanessa-Mae, the violin player. When I was 5 years old, that's when I first picked up the violin. And a year previously, I had started the piano. So at that time, both instruments were just hobby instruments. But by the time I was 8, that's when I decided that the violin was going to be my profession in my life. And so I turned professional at about 11 and did 3 straight classical recordings by the time I was 13. From a very young age, I was equally at ease listening to Michael Jackson on the Walkman in the bath, and then going downstairs to the music room and playing, Mozart and Mendelssohn. The idea for this new album didn't just come about overnight. It's been developing within me over the years, and it's very, very unusual because it's in the pop charts in so many different countries, but it's not just a straight pop album. There's obviously classical influence. I use my classical training, my classical violin, but at the same time there's jazz, pop, techno, rock and roll and ethnic and ambient all fused into just one album. It's very important that you're adaptable and versatile as a musician. And for myself, I love returning to the old classics, Tchaikovsky, Beethoven Violin Concerto. I'm aware that I'm giving my own individual interpretation of somebody else's original work. But when you're doing something creative, you've got a lot more freedom and you can interact and involve the audience a lot more. I get as much pleasure and excitement from recording in studio as I was when I was preparing for my debut pop album, The Violin Player, as well as when I appear live in concert in front of a live audience on stage. I'm having great fun preparing for a big 6-week, 32-concert date tour of the UK, and I had just as much fun planning the repertoire and going into studio Abbey Road and getting the material into the can for my debut pop album, The Violin Player. It's a real fusion of different instruments. I use computers, synthesizers, technology, and CD samples. At the same time, I use live musicians like live percussion, live guitarists, live classical guitar, electric guitar, and even a brass section, full orchestra too. When I first started out, yeah, I did get pretty nervous, but now, I don't get that sense of butterflies in my stomach or knobby knees anymore. Really, I get more a sense of excitement and an adrenaline pump that really, builds up in me. Because I think it's important when you get out there on a live stage in front of an audience, you want to feel that excitement, that extra buzz, and you want to be confident that both the audience and yourself and your musicians are going to all enjoy yourselves. One of my superstitions is before I go on stage, in between the dressing room and the concert platform, I pour freshly spilled water before me, and I walk straight over it, and that's supposed to bring me good luck. But the only danger is if you look back or turn back. Red Hot, my new single, it's been fantastic because it's just been released in the UK and it's already charted. And it's one of my originals actually. It's very, very rock and roll. We've got a new recording of it with electric violin and a new mix with dance breaks. It's very upbeat, very up-tempo. And a lot of people who've heard it say that, it puts them in a very good mood. It's a great end of number, end of show track. I buy my clothes from a variety of different designers. I love some of Jean-Paul Gaultier's stuff, Dolce & Gabbana too. I just wore a really cute number from one of their stores recently. At the same time, right now I'm wearing, what am I wearing? Levi jeans, a kind of exercise outfit at the moment because I'm rehearsals. So I just wear clothes that I'm comfortable in. Obviously, buying clothes is not only pleasure and for casual wear, but it's also part of my work. You're in the public eye a lot, you're on TV, you do videos, so it's all part of my work and my profession. But I always maintain that I wear clothes that put me in a good mood and that reflect my music, definitely. Well, when I was a little kid, about 8 years old, there were 3 things that I wanted to be. Either a professional violinist, a professional downhill skier, or a vet, because I was mad about animals. But right now, I think I'm pretty busy with the violin. So I think that, there will be never a limit with music. There's just so much out there to explore. And right now, I'm having real fun, having so much freedom in playing what I want when I want to.